Good morning, Knox Camps. On Tuesday, I taught you some basic patterns as well as a refresher on some of the simple sounds. And so today, what we're going to be doing is going over some more complex sounds. They still should be easy enough to do, but the thing about learning beatboxing sounds is it takes a lot of practice. And so you might not get it right away, or it might sound a bit weird, but that's just how it is when you're learning a new beatboxing sound. You just have to keep practicing and practicing, and then eventually you're going to get it and it's going to sound amazing. So let's get started. The first sound we're going to learn about today is actually just breathing in. So the way it works is you just go and so it makes sure that you don't lose your breath when you're doing any beats, and it also can just be a good sound. So instead of going like and then having to take a huge breath at the end, what you're going to instead do is go and so you add in the breaths to actually add on to the beat without making it seem a bit weird at the end when you lose breath. So let's do some of that practice. So we'll go Sweet. So you don't have to breathe in hard. You don't have to go like it's just quick and just enough to get some breath so you don't lose yourself. Okay, so we're going to do a bit of just a tiny bit of practice. So just repeat with me. So we're going to go Alright, and now we're going to add some other sounds. So we're going to go Sweet. And so that way you can just keep going forever and ever because you keep breathing in. The next sound we're going to learn about is sort of just like an advanced version of the TKs we learned on Tuesday. So so it's sort of like that, but this time we're adding a kick at the beginning with the so it's going to go so we're basically making three sounds happen at one time. So this one takes a lot of practice, but if you get really good at it and you get really fast, it becomes really awesome. All right, so now let's practice. So we'll go really slow and then we'll slowly speed up, and then on your own time you can continue to practice. So and now, about as fast as I can do it. So, and so, I'll just do a little example of how this can be useful. So instead of our like, we'll replace the kicks and with the buttica. So, So it takes a lot of practice. And so this one isn't really hard if you can do the other three sounds, but it just takes a lot of time. Now this next sound, you might already be able to do, and you might not already be able to do. So we're going to be talking about clops and clicks. So clops and clicks are very helpful because if you were here on Wednesday's lesson, when we talked about humming, you can do clops and clicks while you're humming. So then you can do multiple sounds. So if you went, or, so both these sounds can be done while you're humming, which is super useful when we're beatboxing. So, to do a clop, you take your tongue at the very top and go. You keep it at the very roof of your mouth, and then bring it down. If you know the Uganda Knuckles meme, it's the same thing. And then if we're doing clicks, it's sort of the same thing, but it's a lot harsher. So this isn't absolutely a really great tutorial to learn how to do these sounds, but I know a lot of you already know how to do these sounds, and so I'm just telling you that these are really useful tricks when you're beatboxing. Now we're going to talk about lip oscillations. So this looks like it's just, but when we have two beats together in beatbox notation, what that actually means is you do this. So all you do is put your lips together and then blow air through them. Looks really funny. It's a very funny noise too, but it's really useful. And so let's all practice it. Ready? So we're gonna go put our lips together and then push air through. Make sure to do this sound when no one else is around, because spit can go everywhere. So it might be best to hold your hand in front of your face when you do it to make sure you don't spit on anybody. All right, so let's practice some of these. So we're gonna go. Just quick stop and start, just to control it a tiny bit. Sweet, awesome. And now we're gonna go on to a different variation of the lip oscillation. We just learned about the lip oscillation, but do you know that if you hum while you do it, it actually changes what your lip oscillation sounds like? So this is what it normally sounds like, but if you hum, and if you change the note you're humming, it changes the note of your lip oscillation. So if I was going to do Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, super messy. Make sure to cover your hand on your face. But it's a very fun tool. So now we're going to go into a big, huge mashup of all these sounds together. All right, so now it's time to take everything we've just learned and just gone through, and we're going to put them all together. This is just some practice, but make sure to go through and go back to the different sounds to practice them, because they take a lot of time to learn. And if you have any questions with them, you can absolutely ask me tomorrow on Friday if you want. So we're going to start with the BTKs with the breathing in. So we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. Awesome. So we're going to do that a tiny bit slower, just in case you didn't get it, and then we'll do a fast version. So and now we're going to do a tiny bit, or not tiny bit, we're going to do a bit faster, just in case someone out there is feeling really comfortable with the BTKs and the breathing in. So, 1, 2, 1, 2. So that sounds really weird, but techniques. And so now I think we're going to do some lip oscillations. So we'll go. Nice. Great job, everyone. I think now, and also because I didn't really teach the clops and the clicks too well, that's something you can practice on your own if you already know how. But just because I don't think everyone will be able to do it, I won't do any special practice for it. But the faster and more you practice the clops and clicks, the faster you get. Because I can probably do my clicks about which has taken a long time to do it that fast. All right, Knox Camps, thank you so much for watching. We're about to do a bonus one, just like we did in the first lesson, with a call repeat back and forth. It will be a lot more challenging than the rest of the exercises we've done for this time, but I really hope you liked it, and I hope you've learned some stuff, and I can't wait to see you all tomorrow. So, let's get to the fun practice stuff. So, how we're going to start this off is with a bit of back and forth. So when I point to you, you're going to do you're going to hum and do the lip oscillations. So but while and humming. So I'm going to do clops when I point to me. Then when I point to you, you're going to go. Ready? So I'll give an example. So I'll do. Great. So I hope that went well. So every time I was pointing to you in the end there, you're supposed to do the. If you didn't get that or I wasn't too clear, just go back and do that again for practice. And let's move on to the next one. So we got practice the BTKs. Are you ready? So we're going to do. Cool. And now let's do, We'll do some mix of breathing in and some BTKs and some booming. Sound good? All right. So we'll do this. We'll do. All right. So we're going to do that together. Ready? So 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Great, great, great. Let's practice some clicks and clops for the people who know how to do it. So we'll do some humming with it after. So we'll do some. If you don't know how to do clops and clicks, you can do along with us. Okay? Sound good. So repeat after me. Oh, whoops, that was wrong. Sorry. Nice. So let's do some, I think that's good for some of the more basic type of stuff. So let me just have some fun with the different noises, and we'll go back and forth, and I'll get a metronome going. And if you can keep up, that's awesome. And if not, you'll get there eventually. So it won't be too bad, but it'll probably be the same difficulty as the one on Tuesday. All right, ready? We'll do the same thing as last time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boo, doo doo. Alright, that was a lot of fun, guys. I think I'm just going to show you a tiny bit of stuff you can do with lip oscillations at the end of this right now. So if you bring your to the side of your mouth, takes a lot of practice, but it becomes a lot cleaner, and the humming becomes more apparent. So so that takes a lot of practice. But if you can try to start moving the to the side of your mouth, and like bring your cheek back a little, that's how you can do some other cool sounds. Anyway, I hope you guys learned a lot today, and make sure to keep practicing, because that's the best way to improve when it comes to beatboxing. Alright, I hope you guys have a great Thursday, and have a good night.